y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement while I watch for the first time and you get to watch me yammer through Outlander. We are at season 4, episode 8. And as I queued up the video, there's a great big viewer discretion advised. What? Yay! No. So last episode, we got to spend some time with our new time travelers, Brianna and Roger. Roger went through the stones. Right now, in real time, the season 7 kind of teasers are coming out, and I'm doing everything I can to avoid them because I saw half a glimpse of like Roger in uniform, and I was like, no, I don't want to know. I like to be surprised. But Brianna and Roger have gone through, and of course, things have gone awry. Poor Brianna. Wrong foot. Right off the bat. Poor thing. And then ends up with Leary, which apparently did not happen in the books, as some of you had told me. Leary was actually quite a lovely and gracious hostess until she found out who Brianna was. Just kind of wish Leary, she got out of her own way. She might get to a little bit more. She get more than she has now, is what I'm thinking. I know there's a whole long backstory with Leary, but what was presented with us last episode, and also supposedly Brianna ends up at Lollybrock and spends a lot more time at Lollybrock, actually meets and visits with Jenny and whatnot. I kind of wish we had more of that too. What we were given, it was okay. I don't know any different, but those of you who do know different expressed some dismay that she kind of glossed over Lollybrock altogether. It's funny though, because when you think about, Lollybrock is the Fraser homestead, but it's really more Murray homestead, isn't it? Which then got me off on another tangent I will save for another day. Because my brain, whew, but it would have been nice to have her be there just a little bit longer. So Roger went through the stones. And then we see him cross paths with Stephen, Mother Truckin' Bonnet, who bought the ship with the things he stole from Jamie and Claire. I did not see Claire's ring on his finger because I was just so disgusted. There was too much going on, too much distracting me, and it was very dark. All those scenes in the bowels of the ship were dark, so I have a feeling I'll get an opportunity to see that ring again. Do we need a villain? Yes, I know we need somebody for them to come up across and obstacles, but it doesn't make me happy. Does it make the story more interesting? Yes, but I want it cozy. I don't know if I'll ever get over that. But Roger is on a ship with Stephen, who's, that's the one thing. Okay, so I know I'm rambling, but terrible, but understandable, but terrible. He's the captain of the ship. Somebody looks to have smallpox. Can't have smallpox on the ship, we'll all die. And the fact that it was a child, and he threw him overboard, no hesitation. Could I have done that? Probably not. But at the same time, I think it's a risk you would have had to have taken getting on a ship, knowing that you're beholden for somebody else for your safe passage. And if you're ill, that could kill people. My brain is overwhelmed thinking about it. So again, terrible. Can you understand it? To a point, but it's very interesting. I guess it's very much the trolley car quandary. I guess it is kind of the trolley car quandary. Does not mean that Stephen's a good guy. No. But I understand the position that he's in. I don't want to understand Stephen Bonnet. So, Roger and Bree both coming across. Are they going to get to America this episode, next episode? I don't know. This viewer discretion advised has got me So I'm glad you're here with me to go through it. So I'm going to get relaxed, settled in. It is a crazy time of year, so I'm so happy that you are spending this time with me. And in fact, it's so crazy and so overwhelming. If you haven't done this in a while, let's just take a second, sit up a little straighter, and let's breathe. I think that's the first breath I've drawn in 3 days. So we'll do that really quickly again while you get settled. I may do a few neck rolls as well. So while you're sitting watching me, stretch your body a little bit, have your favorite beverage, and let's get to it. So we made it to North Carolina. Yay. 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 Pretty sure yay. Besides asking about Brianna, should he also be asking about Jamie and Claire?
I'm looking for this lady. She recently arrived on the Philip Alonzo. I've made inquiries, but no one's seen her.
So he knows that much. Oh.
You completed your inventory?
Yes,
we'll need 12 more composing sticks come Thursday. I'm sorry, I haven't.
Oh, ask about Jamie and Claire. Have you know who the Frasers are? Missed opportunity. Oh, she had her baby. She had her baby.
Lady, Lord, I'm so glad.
They're there. There.
You came all this way for a play?
No, we came all this way to see you.
And Germain.
They named the baby Germain. Wasn't the guy that was trying to have them killed Saint Germain? Right?
For Christ's sake.
Oh, I think you're just going to smear it now.
Yes, Les.
Do you know where I might be able to buy passage to Cross Creek? I'd like to leave tomorrow.
Right desk, right day.
Brianna.
It's you.
Surprise. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Looking for you.
I didn't know where we stood after the last time we talked.
What do you mean you didn't know where we stood?
It was very,
You didn't know how I feel about you.
sorta.
Let's go outside.
And she's got her companion.
I wanted to call you, but I didn't know how to tell you that I love you. And I thought that if I told you I was coming here, you'd try to stop me.
Did you just say you love me? Come with me.
Well, how much of a friend did she become to Brianna? Roger, not the time. Not the time. Kissing, maybe, but no, wait, no, not the time. Oh, is this Murtaugh's shop? No, this looks like a livery. Or some kind of a warehouse. But again, not the place. Or this time period.
Are you sure?
You do not know how badly I want you.
He kind of traveled through time for you.
I could not have all of you or none at all.
Have you changed your mind?
No.
Well then, you have all of me.
You'll marry me.
Okay, he did travel through time for you.
How could I say no to a man who pursued me for 200 years?
Do you know what hand fasting is? In the Highlands, where folk are a long way from the nearest minister, a man and a woman in this time can be promised to one another for a year and a day.
Very pleased you could join us, Mr. and Mistress Fraser. This play is said to be quite exceptional.
I do love when he wears that brocaded vest. It suits him so well.
Mr. Fanning sits on the Assembly and is my public register of deeds. He's also, I might add, leader of the Orange County Militia and judge of the Superior Court in Salisbury in your county.
His Excellency speaks highly of you as well, Mr. Fraser.
They're going to try to get him in the militia.
In an attempt to appease the insurgents, I carried rum to the river where they were encamped. As I turned to leave, my boots stayed in the mud. I have a strange protrusion.
Sounds like a hernia.
My physician assures me it will go away in time.
Well, let us defer to Mr. Fanning's physician, shall we?
Well, if the pain gets worse...
You'll die.
You've heard of the face that launched 1,000 ships? Well, here's a lady who could fill as many with tobacco. Her husband seems to have captured the attention of the crowd as well. That's Colonel Washington.
The Washington.
Colonel George Washington. He's a former soldier with the Virginia Regiment.
The parcel that Mr. Washington surveyed for me last year.
Yes, I remember.
So the Fraser's land was surveyed by George Washington.
Mr. Fraser is a loyal man. Former soldier, you know.
Were you with us against the French?
No. I fought at Culloden. I do not recall that battle. I spent my youth in Virginia.
Chopping down cherry trees. Is what a young boy would do. Figure of speech.
The play will soon begin.
God, what could this play be? What could this play be?
George Washington. He will be perhaps the most famous American to ever live. Oh, if Brianna were here, she'd have 100 questions to ask him.
And perhaps change the course of history forever. Where are they?
I think we're supposed to kneel.
Where are they? I'm just curious. Is this somebody's storeroom? Place of business? They're just going to bust in on these two. Well, yeah, they're going to tie the knot.
I now pronounce us.
Man and wife.
This is sweet, but she left Lizzie alone in a bar without word. Poof.
Has my mistress returned?
No, still off with that man.
The man of wanton mortals.
Oh no.
Well, let's hope my men put on a good show tonight.
What?
All the world's a stage.
Is this a public execution?
What has this to do with your men?
I have a spy in their camp. They mean to rob a carriage carrying tax monies to the treasury at New Bern.
Oh.
Ken who these men are.
Oh, yes. They have a leader among them, Murta Fitzgibbons.
No! Who's the spy?
If you'd like, I could ride out and join your men.
Enjoy the performance.
Oh, sure. Oh, no. We can't do segues like that.
What?
I want to make this last.
No, Pumpkin, somebody's gonna bust in on you any second.
Patience, lads.
Is that Fergus with him? Now go get Lizzie. Go get Lizzie.
Proclaim the merits of Varden. Brother, my soul.
Oh, is this going to be an opportune moment?
What's the difference?
Oh, Christ, forgive me. No! This man needs a surgeon! Colonel, please help me.
Governor Tryon's going to arrest a gang of regulators tonight here in Wilmington. Murder's imminent. I must go warn Murder, but Tryon can Ken have gone. Will you keep him occupied?
I'll buy you as much time as I can. I need you to take a long drink and hope that it knocks you unconscious.
As it thins your blood.
You're leaving?
We are indeed. What a lugubrious performance.
I must fetch my wife's surgical tools from our residence.
Which is a hell of a long way away.
May we offer you transport? Aye.
Oh.
Mistress, I brought you this as well.
Thank you. Put them down. No, we don't.
Her lovely gown.
Where is the needle and thread? Thank you.
She's gonna put on her own show. Okay. I'm surprised they let the other women stay in the room, lest they become overcome with hysterics. But I like that they see this woman taking charge.
I'll borrow a horse onwards from here. Thank you for aiding a fellow soldier. Is there a war I'm not aware of? Aye. Aye, there is, sir.
Whoa! So they all saw that and that guy and thought, we'll let him wait.
You must keep calm, Mr. Fanning.
The details of the squelching.
I'm going to try and talk to him, distract him from the pain.
Start singing a song.
Safe.
All right, hold him.
What hath hell wrought?
You've butchered him, madam.
You will not see a nicer stitched incision in that whole century. I might be exaggerating on the century, but you know what I mean.
Stop! Will you stop?
Oh no, it's too late.
Let's take our money back.
Are you taking notes there, Doc?
You certainly left that to the last moment.
Yes.
Did you manage to reach him out in time?
I hope so.
It's pulled out.
It's me, Fergus. The governor knows of your plan and intends to have you arrested.
St. Fergus. Oh no.
Is that you?
Oh. Oh yeah. I forgot.
I know it's...
Why'd he call him back?
You must be on your way. It's not wise to linger on these roads at night.
We'll be doing just that. We will, sir. Thanks.
Now you better make sure there's nobody down the road who can come and arrest you later. Right, if Jamie went and there's a spy in their midst, they would know Jamie was the one that warned them.
The printer. It's much to date.
How did you know? I just told you about the obituary today. How could you have known about the smudge date or who the printer was? Unless you...
Don't be angry. But I did know. I found the same obituary.
When? You gonna lie about when?
After I left?
No. Before.
I wanted to tell you.
Brianna.
They made a bed?
Even Fiona agreed. And
Fiona? You talked to Fiona about this? And then the two of you decided that I shouldn't know that my own mother was dead?
she was already dead. You knew she was dead. She's been dead for 200 years. I didn't want to break your heart.
No, you wanted me to be happy so I'd marry you.
Yes! Pardon me for wanting you to be my wife. Which, by the way, you are now. So maybe it's time you listened to me.
What?
Maybe I should just go back.
Maybe you should.
Is that what you want? For me to leave and return through the stones?
Turns out Lizzie and I do pretty well on our own.
Oh, look, you're remembering Lizzie now.
Pushing me away.
Screw you! I was just a kid.
Well, you know what? You still are. You're acting like a child.
Roger. Roger.
Maybe this was a mistake.
Fine. If you really believe that, then you should go.
I will go.
You need a day. You need a day.
No one's stopping you.
She's got pride. But, oh, you do. Pride. Before the fall. You know who's going to start a fire? These two. With open flame. Oh, no.
The insurgents must have received word of my plan.
Someone alerted them.
Well, Jamie's with him.
Told both of you about it, as well as Fanning and Colonel Washington, but...
Oh, no. Except for Colonel Washington.
Oh, I saw him leave the play. Colonel Washington, Your Excellency. I saw him and his wife putting on their coats as I ran to fetch the surgeon.
Never trust a Virginian. Washington's day will come.
Yes, it will.
Losing your courage, man.
Oh, no. Nope.
Blow on it, will you, darling?
Do you recognize the ring?
It looks like one my mother had.
Was it now?
It's bad luck to wear the jewelry of the dead.
I can't say I've noticed that effect myself.
You'll sell it to me?
Calm down. I never had it in public.
Don't go in private, Bree.
How much money do you want for it?
How much do you have, Pumpkin?
I think you've mistaken me. I didn't.
No, I think you've mistaken me.
No! Please just let me go. Please!
Oh, no. Mother truckers. No.
Two pairs.
Fold.
It's mother truckers. I hate this time period. I hate this time period. Roger, did you just trip over Brianna's shoes? This is a family legacy you did not need anything a part of, Brianna. Oh no, is Lizzie gonna think Roger's the one that did this to her? A whole lot happened in that episode. So much to process. I didn't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. So this is going to be a little stream of conscious, and hopefully it makes sense about where my head is at in regards to this episode. Because there's things that felt kind of got a little bit rushed, and things that we spent a lot of time on. I'm not quite sure why. So where do we begin? Okay, so, I don't even know where to begin. So Jamie and Claire getting a little bit into the beginning embers of the revolution. We've met Washington. Sweet. We have unfortunately have put a target. There's a bit of light, a little bit of a light shown on Washington. He may or may not want to have on him at this point in time. It'll be interesting to see going forward if we get any sort of hint at how he feels about the British rule in the colonies? Is he for it? Is he against it? I don't remember hearing, I haven't done a whole lot of research on Washington, about hearing where he turns and gets, because we know how he ends. I don't think I've ever heard how he began. So it'll be interesting to see if we see some of it here, even if it is fictional. But we know Diana Gabaldon does her research, so maybe there'll be some grain of truth in it. Of course, I could always go watch a documentary in Washington in my free time, if I really wanted to. But it'll be interesting to see it play out here. But Jamie sent word to Murtaugh in time, and that's when we had Fergus going to Murtaugh. The fact that he kind of got Fergus possibly slightly in danger. But I didn't put together, I had thought, at least, I guess in the back of my mind, I thought that, I don't know how long, they've been here long enough that I thought at some point Fergus would have been known to Murtaugh that he was there and that they might have crossed paths, considering I think they're in the same town or close to the same town. So I wish I could have seen a better reunion with them. We got one, yay, just not quite how we wanted. But Murtaugh's free for now. For now. They're always just skirting danger at every point. So now Brianna and Roger. They found each other rather quickly, yay. But as they tend to do, they never quite communicate on the same level. And saying, do you want me to go? I'll go. You traveled however many thousands of miles through sea and on foot and through time. You need at least half a day. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to make another life-changing decision. But that is who they are. They're young-ish. They're young. In love. Not quite thinking clearly, fully. So my thought was that the whole love scene, hand fasting, whatever. As you heard me say, I was way too focused on the other bits because I'm highly aware of the time period they're in. You just take over someone's warehouse and set up a bed and spend all this time. Okay, is it romantic? Sure. Why not? But also part of me wonders, why was that scene, why did we spend so much time? And why did we have, it was as explicit as it was? And I'm only saying explicit because it was rather naked. For me, it's always, if you're going to have a sex scene, it must serve a purpose to further the story. And the way you tell it needs to fit with the tone of the rest of the book. My opinion, I think that's just when those scenes will make more sense and they'll have the most impact. Is that the scene is as long of time as it needs to be, and it's as explicit as it needs to be to fit the rest of the tone of the book. And it didn't fit the tone, especially the tone of the scene. And I guess, they're kind of showing the juxtaposition of Brianna experiencing intimacy in a loving way as it's meant to be, followed up at the end with her being raped. Okay, I get that that's what you're trying to do, but it wasn't, for me, it wasn't balanced. And because they are where they are, I'm anticipating somebody, many people walking in on them, scandal, misunderstandings, all of that happening. So I couldn't even be happy for them that they found each other and that they're, reveling in their love, because I'm expecting doom at any moment. Did we get the doom? Yes. Is it as I expected? Should have. Mother truckers. If I had known Stephen Bonnet was going to appear in this episode, I guess I could have figured that one out. But again, why did they take so much time and attention? The balance was off. I guess shorthand, the balance was off. Stephen needs to die, and I will dance with glee when he's finally taken out. I'm looking forward to it as much as I did to Jack Randall. But it also kind of highlights the attitude. Nobody cared. Women are property. Who cares? This woman's being brutally assaulted next door. Unfortunately, there's some people who still act that way today. I'm glad we did not get explicit rape scene. Yay, I think we've had enough of those for this series. But the fact that it happened, why? Why did we need Brianna harmed in such a way? Well, I guess we'll find out. You'll tell me. You'll all tell me. And I guess we'll find out in upcoming episodes. This was such an oddly put together turn of events in one little episode. Yeah, definitely will be ruminating on this one for a bit and a day. And I can see why a lot of you just binged the whole bits. Boom, 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 right in a row. I think I would have too if I had the time. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish my glass of wine. Somebody jokingly said that I should have a shot every time Stephen Bonnet comes on. You might need it to get through it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for me, please take 5 seconds to just stretch. Again, I know I said it before. Stretch your bodies, take care of yourself, have some sense of just a moment of joy. Just have a moment of joy to battle out the darkness. I'm gonna see what my kids are oohing and ahhing about. But again, oh, thank you. And right now, my time, it's New Year. So happy New Year, all. Many blessings for the year to come. Will this be our year? We'll see. So thanks again, y'all. And until next time.